Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. So I am coming to you from my home today where the Wi-Fi is not great, but I was doing some work here, so I just thought I would do this from here, take a chance. Hopefully I will keep my signal and I won't have to redo this later at the studio. If you see this, I know you think I'll lose the signal, but I don't think I will. I think it's all going to be good. So, topic today, this has just been kind of weighing on me a little bit the past few days, um, mainly because I talk to a lot of people about health and fitness. I see a lot of people that are suffering with bad health. I think more so since A&W moved in, like almost next door to my studio. I'm not judging people at all, but I see what kind of ill health they're in. And it just kind of occurred to me that I don't think people realize how unhealthy they are. I don't think they realize that feeling gross and having no energy and having aches and pains and, feeling that fatigue all the time. I think a lot of people think that that's a normal part of life, and it's really not. I used to think that I used to feel pretty crappy all the time and I just thought, oh, I guess that's just life. But once I got my nutrition in order and started working out regularly and found out that it's not normal to feel that way. That was quite the eye opener. That was one of the main things that got me really passionate about health and fitness and nutrition and all that, just because I experienced that change in myself. And, I see people that are, for lack of a better word, miserable because they're feeling terrible. Their body hurts. They have that brain fog. They have no energy. And I don't think they realize what an effect of poor nutrition and lack of exercise has on their body. And I was included in that. I didn't realize the importance until I actually experienced it myself. I find that it's kind of sad that we don't know that's not kind of drilled into us as kids that healthy food and exercise is what's gonna make you healthy and keep you from getting sick. Hey Angel, how's it going? Glad you made it. Hi Allie. So I thought what I would do is I would check out some facts on health and fitness in North America. Most of these I found were about Americans specifically, but Canada and America were pretty close in numbers, so I figured I would just quote these facts that I found because they're going to probably be pretty. This is Sam. Say hi, Sam. So they're probably going to be pretty similar. And some of them are a real eye-opener. So the first one, and I kind of already knew this. I didn't know it was this low. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Less than 5% of adults participate in 30 minutes of activity each day. Less than 5%. That is really low. And just 30 minutes of physical activity. So many people have jobs that are completely sedentary. They're sitting at a desk all day. They drive their car to get there. They're sitting in their car to get to work. And they're very sedentary. And, after a long day, last thing they want to do is work out. And so it's resulted in less than 5% of adults participating in 30 minutes a day. So if you are an active person and you're getting in regular exercise, you are of the minority. And I find that really kind of disturbing. Our bodies are meant to move, and if you really want to, you can fit in 30 minutes a day. If you don't think you can, we should chat, because I'm going to help you find out where you can fit in 30 minutes a day. Believe me, you can do it, and it's so worth it. Hey Ken. So another one, this is pretty disturbing, not surprising. 25% of U.S. children, so going to be similar in Canada, spend 4 hours or more watching TV daily instead of being physically active. And I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we watched TV, but very little because we wanted to go outside and play. Like that was our fun, was to be physically active. We got to, go play at the playground, go play with our friends, ride our bikes, all that kind of stuff. We wanted to be outside playing. And children don't have an interest in that now because they have so many other things to distract them. So they have TV, they have their computers, they have their phones, they have just so many things that are keeping them glued to this device and not moving. And it's sad because children, they should be out there playing and running around and getting physical activity. Angel, yes, you have 30 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, we all have 30 minutes. You guys can do it. I will help you. And next one. So, this one was kind of funny. Apparently, there was a study done in 2012. I didn't look up the study, so I can't say that this is 100% true, but I just found it quite funny. 52% of Americans that were polled believe that doing their taxes was easier than figuring out how to eat healthy. And it's like, oh my goodness, we're actually in that bad of a state. That just means that we are so confused about what healthy food is and what unhealthy food is that people are actually finding it easier to figure out their taxes. And it's funny, but it's also really super sad because, healthy nutrition, it's not at all complicated. It's just, real food that came from the ground or came from an animal. And that's all it is, and people are just really confused by messages like the one I talked about yesterday, the commercial I saw about this, great bar that's supposed to be so healthy and it's supposed to be real food and all that, and then you read the ingredients. And if you don't have any kind of background in nutrition, you're not even going to probably read the ingredients. You're going to be like, okay, I trust these people. This is a well-known company. I trust them. They want me to be healthy. They made this great, healthy product. But they didn't. They want your money, and that's all. And advertising is super expensive, as somebody pointed out yesterday. And so they have to sell a lot of their product to make their money back on those ads. So that's why they structure them in such a way that they have you really, truly believing that their stuff is healthy. It's going to help you, and it's not. So one of my friends had commented, if it's advertised on TV, it's not healthy. And for the most part, I would completely agree with that. It's true. If you watch commercials, what they're advertising, and then if you check out the ingredients, you can Google it. Yeah, it's not healthy stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. At least 1 in 4 people eat some type of fast food every day, every single day. And I see the same people walking in and out of A&W every single day. We're in doing our workout, we're getting healthy, we're feeling good, and people are going in and they're eating this unhealthy food. And, you can tell by the way they walk and the sort of energy or non-energy that they put out. It's like, it's just not healthy, and they don't seem to be figuring out that that's not healthy. So I kind of want to go out and tell them, but I know that wouldn't go over well, so I don't do it. Americans consume 31% more packaged foods than fresh food. And see, that's where a big problem is. These packaged foods that are advertised as healthy, and because they're packaged, they're really convenient, and that's great. In a busy world, like if it can be more convenient, then yeah, let's do that. But unfortunately, these packaged foods are not healthy. No matter what the ads are saying, they're not healthy. You need fresh food. And yeah, it's a little less convenient at times, but it's your health you're talking about here. So you got to get more fresh foods. This is another one that kind of made me sort of laugh, kind of. Over 10 billion, that's with a B, over 10 billion donuts are consumed by the U.S. every year. So every year, 10 billion donuts. So again, I didn't double check that fact. I put this together pretty quick today because I ran out of time, but I wouldn't imagine that that's too far off the mark. Hey, LaDonna. Hi, Wendy. Hey, Mark, check it out. I still have connection. Just watch it go now, hey? So what else? North Americans are the biggest consumer of weight loss products in the world, yet still lead the world in obesity and unhealthy lifestyle. So what does that tell you? Weight loss products, these gimmicky, like, lose weight fast, lose weight, in like a week, lose 5 pounds or whatever it is, whatever the latest weight loss product is, or take these pills and, you'll have energy and you won't have an appetite, so you're going to lose lots of weight. They're not healthy. Back in the day, cigarettes were prescribed to people who wanted to lose weight. My grandma was wanting to lose weight when she was a young woman, and her doctor prescribed her cigarettes and amphetamines. So there's a combination for you. So just, keep that in mind. When there's a weight loss product that sounds too good to be true, it's unhealthy. It might get you the quick results, but those results aren't going to last, and the damage you do to your body, you might not be able to undo that. So don't go for these crazy weight loss schemes. Losing weight just means, you got to eat healthy foods. You need enough of all the healthy foods. So, it's not good to overeat, but it's also not good to undereat, and moving your body. So there's no magic pill. There's no magic product. There's just, good health, good nutrition, and moving your body. What do you think of It Works? I actually don't know anything about It Works at all, Wendy. Yeah, if you want to message me and share some information with me, I'm more than happy to hear about it. But yeah, I actually don't know a thing about it, so I can't really comment on that. So next one. Let's see. The percentage of North American children and adolescents who are considered overweight or obese has actually tripled since 1970. So that is a big increase. And, to see weight issues in young kids. And I've noticed that over the years, I've seen more and more overweight young kids. When I was in school, there was only a couple of us that were overweight. I was one of them. And it was a very odd thing to see, which is probably why we got teased so much. I think I remember 3 of us in the class of like 25 or so. But now you're just seeing it more and more. Young kids and teenagers, quite overweight, like, to the point where it's just really looks unhealthy, and it is unhealthy. So, some things happened since 1970, and a few things: more packaged foods, larger portion sizes. I think more people being sedentary because they have so many things that will keep them sedentary. You basically don't have to leave your house if you don't want to. Anything you want, you can have brought to you in your house, which is not a good thing. We need to be getting out there and moving around. So I found that pretty interesting. It actually tripled since 1970. Several chronic conditions can be controlled and avoided with healthy lifestyle and exercise. So here's a list of chronic conditions that you can actually avoid and or control with healthy lifestyle. Cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, infertility, hypertension, sleep apnea, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, depression, anxiety, stress, and there's even more than that. When I studied nutrition and decided that I was going to practice really good nutrition, and one of the major things I decided to do was take sugar out of my diet. And my asthma actually went away, and so did most of my allergies. It was one day I noticed I was at the gym and I was working out, and I realized I hadn't taken my Ventolin before my workout, and I was fine. I was breathing fine, like everything was clear. I felt great, and I was like, holy crap. Because what used to happen to me, this is when I was eating sugar all the time, was I had my Ventolin on me always in my pocket, because just walking, at a slow to moderate pace would bring on an asthma attack quite often. It was exercise-induced asthma. The only time, my cat's playing with a toy. Have fun, Sam. The only time now that my asthma and allergies bother me is if I have indulged in sugar, which I do every so often, just give into that craving. But I know that I'm going to suffer for it, and I do. So yeah, it's just amazing, when you draw that connection between nutrition and health. Like, food is our medicine. We should be eating healthy foods that keep us healthy, rather than eating junk, and to a point where we're dealing with disease and now having to take pharmaceutical drugs to deal with those diseases. That is not where you want to go. You want preventative medicine, which is what proper food is, healthy nutrition. Yeah, I can't say more about that. Something I'm very passionate about. And being overweight and obese, it's gotten to big numbers. 250 million Americans fall into this category, and 360,000 Americans die every year from diseases related to obesity and unhealthy lifestyle. That's a lot of people dying from something that they can control, something that's preventable. So it's just heartbreaking to see numbers like that, because I really strongly believe that people just don't understand. They don't realize what they're doing to themselves by practicing unhealthy habits. They think, oh, it's not a big deal. And it can seem that way because, if you eat junk food today, nothing major is going to happen to you. You're not going to keel over and die. But if you keep eating that junk food every single day, it's going to lead to health problems that will make your life miserable at least, and at worst, cause death. So I don't know if you've ever read the book The Slight Edge, but it talks about how what you do every day, the simple things that are easy to do, easy not to do, will affect your future, and it's true. So if you are, having just a little bit of junk food every day, thinking, oh yeah, it's not going to cause any harm. Yeah, it's not going to cause harm right now, but it will accumulate. It'll happen down the road where your health will suffer, and by then it could be too late. So, you got to really take your health seriously and really start thinking about what you're putting into your body. And domestically, over a third of American children are overweight or obese, and this is really sad because this will actually be the first generation of children who will live shorter lives than their parents. So, just think about that, right? Like, a lot of parents are going to outlive their children, and it's due to things that we do have control over. We just need more knowledge. I think, nutrition knowledge, proper nutrition knowledge should be a part of the school curriculum. And I'm not talking about the Canada Food Guide or the American equivalent of that, because if you follow the Canada Food Guide, really good chance you're going to be type 2 diabetic at some point, because it's way off. They need proper nutrition taught in schools, teach kids at a very young age how important it is. And Ryan, I think it was you who had mentioned earlier today in a comment about how your kids eat so healthy, and they love eating healthy because they know and they understand. I mean, you guys, if you have kids, like, bring them to the grocery store with you and look at labels and teach them what's good and what's bad. If you don't know, find out. You can Google it. You can message me. I can help you with that. Learn for yourself and then teach that to your kids. And let's bring up a generation of healthy kids rather than kids that are suffering with, diseases and pains that no kid should be going through. Like, a lot of kids are suffering with fatty liver disease and stuff like that, which is typically something you see in adults who consume a lot of alcohol, but now they're seeing it more and more in people that are just following a very unhealthy diet. So some pretty scary stuff out there, and I think people are becoming more aware now of the importance of proper nutrition. I think people are kind of drawing that connection, so it's nice to see that people are actually recognizing that, but I think we're still a really long ways off. So, scary stuff to think about. I hope it's made you think a little bit. I hope you guys are making that effort to learn about, proper nutrition, and, there are people out there that can help you with that. And getting in physical activity, 30 minutes a day. Like I said, if you think you don't have 30 minutes a day, message me and we'll figure out where you have 30 minutes for sure. So I got to run. I actually have to get back to the studio pretty soon so I can get ready for the evening class. Any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Message me if you want to. Check out my blog if you're interested, holyfit.ca. You'll find this on there as well as other blogs that I posted for the past little while. So have an awesome day, you guys, and I will talk to you soon.